And another reason why we might miss not only women and girls, but also some men and boys, has to do with what's being called camouflaging. Many autistic adults and some young people tell us that they work incredibly hard to fit into the neurotypical world, to pass as neurotypical, usually because they've been bullied or ostracized for their autistic behaviors. And they will say that, for example, they selected a girl in their class at school or a woman at work who seems to be socially successful and copy everything about her. Copy how she dresses, how she does her hair, maybe how she does her makeup, how she talks, what she talks about. Copy everything to put on a sort of suit of armor to go undiscovered and not bullied, and maybe even accepted and talked to until you can get to that point to develop a friendship. So based on what autistic people have told us themselves, Laura Hull developed a short questionnaire to measure this sort of camouflaging, and it asks you things like, how much do you agree with the following statements? I learn how people use their bodies and faces to interact by watching TV or films. Or when I'm interacting with somebody, I deliberately copy their body language or facial expressions. And you can answer that you disagree, or you agree a little, or you agree fully, and you get a camouflaging score. Now, camouflaging is important because we know that although it has some advantages that autistic people tell us about, like, for example, being able to go to a job interview or striking up a conversation with somebody you'd like to be friends with, it also has significant costs. So this graph just shows you some of our work where we found that how much people say they camouflage is negatively correlated with self-reported quality of life. That's true for both males and females in this sample. And we also know that autistic people tell us that camouflaging is exhausting. And if you imagine trying to keep up a mask 24 hours a day or all day at school, it's no surprise that you come home and have a meltdown. And also that it erodes the sense of self. So an autistic 16-year-old that I was talking to was telling me about her mental health crisis, which had landed her in hospital. And she talked to me about how when she came out, her friends had really rallied around her. And as she was talking, I was thinking, that's lovely, that's so nice. And then she said, but of course it's not me they're friends with at all. It's the mask I wear. And so all of that love and affection wasn't reaching her because she didn't feel that she was her authentic self with her friends. She felt that they were friends with the masks that she wore. Masking and camouflaging has really made me think very differently about the traditional route of social skills training that for so many years was absolutely what was assumed to be a good idea for, say, autistic teenagers. Do social skills groups, tell them what they should be doing and what they're doing wrong. And if anyone wants to ask about that in questions, I'm very happy to talk about it.